Hi, everyone. Welcome to this webinar on APA 7, Citing Online Videos. My name is Emmy Amarati, and I'm a tutor and assistant director for our ACU Online Writing Center. We hope that this skills-based webinar will help answer your questions about citing online videos in APA format. If you find you have unanswered questions, we will provide information at the end of the presentation regarding additional Writing Center resources and ways you can reach out to our tutors for support. During this targeted webinar, we will learn how to cite and reference online videos from 3 common sources: YouTube, TED.com, and Canvas at ACU Online. Let's begin by focusing on learning Objective 1. Understand how to cite and reference videos from YouTube. In this module from one of our Communication Sciences and Disorders courses, we see a link to a video on severe articulation disorder. And when we click on the link, we find it takes us to YouTube. To document our use of this source in a course paper, first, we'll use the information from YouTube to write a reference. Take care to gather these details from YouTube, because sometimes, as in this case, the video description from the ACU module and the title from the YouTube video may not quite match. To create the reference, we first use the name of the YouTube account as the author. Next, put the year, comma, month, and day in parentheses for the date information. The title of the video is written in italics and sentence case. Remember that sentence case means we capitalize only the first word of the title and subtitle and any proper nouns. One way we can figure out what words to capitalize is to pretend the title is a sentence and capitalize only the words we would capitalize if we were writing a sentence. Following the title, we need to put the word video with a capital V in square brackets to tell the reader what kind of audiovisual source we're using. YouTube is the publisher, so we put their name next. And last, we put the URL for the video, beginning with https://. Now that we've written our reference, writing our in-text citation becomes a little easier. To help the reader match the in-text citation to the source on our references page, we use the first piece of information from the reference to form the base of the citation. In APA, this first piece of information is usually an author. So we say that APA citations reflect author, date, style. To create a parenthetical citation, I can put the name of the YouTube account, comma, and the year in parentheses in my sentence after the borrowed idea. I can also name the account or author in my sentence. For instance, according to speech therapy education, and then put the year after the name in parentheses. We call this a narrative citation. Keep in mind that these formats are used when we paraphrase information from the video or put it in our own words. If we want to directly quote the video, we need to add one more piece of information, a timestamp. A timestamp will indicate the point at which the spoken words in a video began. In these examples, a direct quote began at 3 minutes, 15 seconds. If we use a parenthetical citation, we include the timestamp in the parentheses with the author and date information. If we use a narrative citation, we can place the timestamp in parentheses after the quoted information or at the end of the sentence with the quoted information. This information and timestamping for direct quotes applies to all citations of audiovisual media. The next learning objective for this webinar is to understand how to cite and reference videos from TED.com. Here we have a part of a module from one of our business administration courses. And if we click on the highlighted link, we find a video posted to TED.com. When a TED Talk comes from TED's website, we use the name of the speaker as the author. Next, we insert as specific a date as possible. In this example, only the year and month are available. And this is often the case with TED.com videos. As with our YouTube example, we type the title of the video in italics and sentence case. We add the description video in square brackets after the title of the talk. And this time we credit TED Conferences as the publisher of the TED Talk before we paste in the URL. To cite this video, we will again use APA's author date citation. For a paraphrase here, we put Rayworth, 2018 in parentheses. Or we can name Rayworth in our sentence and put the parenthetical citation of year, after their name. Before we move on from TED videos, let's compare the differences between referencing this talk based on whether we look at it on the TED website or the YouTube website, because it's available in both locations. For the reference from TED.com, the speaker is the author, so naming the person who provided us with information is a natural part of the citation. But what if we want to name the speaker when citing from YouTube? For the YouTube version, remember that the account name, TED, is the author for both my reference and my citation. If we want to refer to the speaker in my writing, there's a solution. We can use the speaker's name in our text, as I've modeled here with Rayworth's name. Then we can put the author and date, TED, 2018, at the end of the sentence in parentheses. Our final learning objective for this webinar is understanding how to cite and reference online videos from Canvas at ACU Online. In this module from our Marriage and Family Therapy program, we find a link to Video 3, Making of a Mediator, and when we click on it, we find it opens right in our ACU Canvas. Since this video is in our HCU intranet, the way we cite and reference it will vary based on whether our audience has access to Canvas as well. For course papers, your audience of classmates and the instructor definitely will have access to Canvas, so you can cite and reference as you would any online video. If an individual person isn't listed as the author of the video, we can put ACU Online in the author position. Keep in mind that just because a person is speaking in the video, that may not mean the person actually posted the video to the website. That's why even though Dr. Fleming is our speaker here, I've put ACU Online as the author. Notice too that this video is not labeled with a specific date like the videos in our previous examples. Therefore, I put N period D period for no date in the date position for the reference. Next, we put the title of the video in italics and sentence case, and the designation video in square brackets. For the publisher information, we credit Canvas at ACU Online. And last, we put the URL. Here, APA guidelines advise us to use the login page where we enter ACU's Canvas. We don't use the specific URL where we found the video. Citing in text still follows our author date pattern. ACU Online, ND in parentheses. Or I can name ACU Online in my sentence and put the date information in parentheses immediately after it. Finally, as I mentioned a moment ago, when our audience cannot access ACU's Canvas, we need to cite and reference this video a bit differently. Perhaps you need to write a memo within your work organization and your coworkers are not also ACU students, faculty, or staff. In this case, we will cite the video as a personal communication. No reference goes on the references page. However, after the borrowed idea in our text, we will write the name of the source, ACU Online, the phrase personal communication, and then the specific month, day, and year that we looked at the video. This brings us to the end of our APA 7 Citing Online Videos webinar. Today, we learned how to cite and reference online videos from YouTube, TED.com, and Canvas at ACU Online. I hope you found this information helpful. If you do have questions about citing videos or any other aspect of writing, we invite you to reach out to the Online Writing Center. Please note that the links in this recording will be live in the file of slides you can access on our ACU website. You can check out the Online Writing Center homepage in My ACU, watch this video for the steps to make an appointment and submit a paper. Remember, we work with you at any stage of your writing and provide two types of appointments. Asynchronous appointments, when you upload your paper and we send you feedback by email within 24 hours. We also offer Zoom appointments, which are real time. At the time of your appointment, go to the schedule and click on Zoom. You can also access many writing-related resources on the Online Writing Center website. Our ACU Online Writing Center submission process has two steps. First, you schedule an appointment at WC Online and then upload your paper. You can also contact us at onlinewritingcenter@acu.edu. Click the second link to schedule an appointment, or click the third link to visit the Online Writing Center website. Several resources that we offer include our APA course paper template, our YouTube channel where you may be watching this video, and our Online Writing Center blog. Other webinars may also help you as you work on your educational journey. Here are links to our Intro to APA 7th edition webinar, both the slides and the video. We also have links to our Avoiding Plagiarism with APA 7, also those slides and the video. And we thank you for learning with us today and look forward to working with you at our ACU Online Writing Center. Bye.